Hello, 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 folks! It is National Clean Your Virtual Desktop Day, and I have to say, I feel seen. And thank goodness for that, because I literally cannot be seen. Yeah, that's right. The beautiful photo of me on the top of a mountain in Thailand that I've been, that I carefully selected as my wallpaper, you literally can't see it. Because my virtual desktop is covered with PDFs and photos and videos that I haven't bothered to organize into folders and back up to a hard drive or drag into the trash in months. So yeah, go ahead and drag me. I literally need this holiday to get my butt in gear. And it's time for all of you to get your little patooties together too, because we have $1,000 up for grabs, but only if you can answer the next 10 questions correctly. Yeah, that's right. If you get even one wrong, you are out of the running for the prize money. But of course, you can keep playing along for fun. It's just a little less fun than winning cold hard cash. So take your time, make sure you select correctly. Just, not too long or you'll run out of time. And I'm just about running out of time right now. But before we get this trivia party started, 2 quick things, okay? In order to redeem your winnings from trivia, you must have a complete profile on display and be posting your original content. Also, we are now doing a live pre-show every single night, well, every single weeknight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, right before trivia. I will be giving away a trivia answer, plus showing your content and talking about display updates. But for now, it's time for display trivia. Here we go. Q1. The number that comes directly after 1 is 2, 3, 4. The number that comes directly after 1 is 2, 3, 4. While we're on the subject, let's change the narrative about 1, shall we? I mean, it gets a bad rap as the loneliest number, but there's nothing lonely about being number 1. Also, doesn't mean you're lonely because you're alone. I'm sure we got a lot of you in the game tonight playing all by yourselves, but you're not alone. You got all of us playing right along with you. Also, if you win, I mean, that is more spending money just for you. Yeah. Number 1's starting to sound pretty darn good. Next in line after 1, though, 2. And I'm just too happy that we're already kicking butt and moving into question 2. Of the following, which food are you most likely to eat off a cob? Crab, cottage cheese, corn. Of the following, which food are you most likely to eat off of a cob? Crab, cottage cheese, corn. So what exactly is a cob? Well, I just so happened to look it up, and believe it or not, the word cob has quite a few meanings. A male swan is a cob. Don't eat off of those, please. Those birds are beautiful, but they are aggressive. A cob can also be a stocky, short-legged riding horse. Again, I'm not sure I'd eat off of one of those things, but I would certainly pose next to one because that sounds cute as heck. For our purposes, a cob is essentially a sturdy mass at the center of something, and in this case, it's corn, which funnily enough, you won't find in a cob salad. Question 3. A circle contains a minimum of how many degrees? 90, 180, 360. A circle contains a minimum of how many degrees? 90, 180, 360. They say someone's always within 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon, but actual bacon needs to be cooked at a temperature much higher than that. Check your nutrition labels. Consuming raw or undercooked meat or seafood could cause foodborne illness, and we do not want that, especially when there's bacon on the line. Protect the bacon at all costs. It is the most important part of any meal. And yes, of course, I have bacon at every meal. Mind your own business, okay? Cook your bacon at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit and keep at least 360 degrees in your circles. All right, circle up. Question 4. The pieces in chess that initiate movement are called what? Rooks, pawns, queens. The pieces in chess that initiate movement are called what? Rooks, pawns, queens. There are many different pieces in chess, but what about any peace and or quiet in chess, huh? It's literally a game about war. Last I checked, quite the opposite of peace. But quiet? I mean, I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Chess players don't seem like a super rowdy bunch. Now the Brady Bunch, that is a bunch that's slightly more rowdy. If you include Alice, there are 9 of them, which is a lot of people to keep quiet for long periods of time. But along with golfers, chess players seem to require the most quiet of any competitive event. How do you think they'd feel if I showed up to a match? Woo! Go! You go! Yes! Pawns are the pieces in chess that make the first move. Fortune favors the bold display piece. Question 5. Which of these animal byproducts can be clarified directly into ghee, cheese, butter, sour cream? Which of these animal byproducts can be clarified directly into ghee, cheese, butter, sour cream? Okay, well, there's something here that I'd like to clarify. What is ghee exactly? And what is the correct pronunciation, by the way? Ghee, right, which is a hard G, not to be confused with G, which is something I say when I'm like, oh, gee, I have no idea what ghee is. G, ghee, jif, gif. I don't gif a crap how you say that one. Anyway, we know ghee comes from an animal byproduct, and I love byproducts. I mean, I prefer free products. I also love to try products. Look, your girl just wants to do an unboxing, okay? But why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Milk! Now that's the OG animal byproduct right there. And milk can be used to make all kinds of yummy stuff, namely cheese and butter. And clarified butter is ghee. Did I make myself clear? Question 6. This nation was the first to successfully launch the first artificial Earth satellite. USSR, USA, UK. This nation was the first to successfully launch the first artificial Earth satellite. USSR, USA, UK. Much like sweeteners, preservatives, and intelligence, satellites can be natural or artificial. A natural satellite you probably know and love? Well, the moon, of course. Look, the moon is a huge Earth stand. She is in constant orbit, always trying to see what's going on with Earth. And so Earth only has one moon. It's quality, not quantity. You hear that, Jupiter? What, you think you're better than us because you have almost 80 moons? Look, it's okay. You know, you bought your moons. Everyone's doing it on their socials these days. The first artificial satellite to successfully make it into Earth's orbit was Sputnik, sent up by the Russians, known at the time as the USSR. Nice work, comrades. Question 7. Which of the following mammals is the heaviest? White rhino, African elephant, hippopotamus. Which of the following mammals is the heaviest? White rhino, African elephant, hippopotamus. Well, does anyone know the answer? Anyone care to weigh in? Here's what I want to know. Where did we get a scale big enough to measure any of these animals? And then on top of that, how did we wrangle them onto said scale? I mean, are we just speculating? You know what happens when you speculate? You make a spec out of you and late. Don't question me on this. It's definitely something that a lot of people say. All of these animals are heavy hitters, but holy cow, cows are up there, but didn't quite make the list today. A male hippo can be anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 pounds. A male white rhino will tip the scales at about 5K, but the African elephant crushes the competition at 13,000 pounds. It's not the only one crushing it tonight. Look at you. Oh, you go. Q8. Anagen, catagen, and telogen are growth phases for what? Human fetuses, hair follicles, nuclear reactions. Anagen, catagen, and telogen are growth phases for what? Human fetuses, hair follicles, nuclear reactions. My favorite growth phases are the ones spiritually enlightened white women are always having on social media. Yes, thank you for posting your morning affirmations. I didn't realize that was pure light and love and that I could make money just by thinking about it. Yes, babes, we are all on a different journey. You're posting bikini pics from your sound bath retreat in Aruba, and I am taking the L train into Manhattan on a Wednesday. We are not the same. Okay, so while I work out my comparison issues, why don't you work out the answer to this question here? Anagen, catagen, and telogen are not just new songs out of Lord's discography, they're the growth phases of hair follicles. I hope you didn't stumble in that question, because it's time for question 9. The common name of the animal that comprises the family Pectinidae is used to describe the styles of what animal? Take a look at that question there. Pectinidae. Pectinidae. The common name of the animal that comprises the family Pectinidae is used to describe styles of all of the following items except hemlines, potatoes, nail guns. Hemlines, potatoes, or nail guns. Common name of this animal is what we are looking for. And no, not Common's name. His name is Common. Duh. Well, actually, his birth name is Lonnie Rashid Lynn, named for his papa. So cute. And his full stage name was Common Sense before he dropped the sense to make bank. Unfortunately for us, though, this question isn't about Common current boyfriend Tiffany Haddish. Talk about a power couple. But it is about an undersea mollusk you might more commonly refer to as a scallop. And you can scallop hemlines, you can scallop potatoes, but as far as I know, technology has not yet allowed us to scallop any power tools. I don't need all that fluff. The best scallops are usually just seared in butter. Yummy! It is time for the final question. Question 10. Which of the following Disney movies' main characters does not share a name with anyone in Shakespeare's canon? Aladdin, Mulan, The Little Mermaid. Which of the following Disney movies' main characters does not share a name with anyone in Shakespeare's canon? Aladdin, Mulan, The Little Mermaid. Whoa, Shakespeare has a canon? I mean, I thought he was just a playwright and actor, but apparently the dude was also a pyromaniac? Well, wonders never cease. I mean, that's a saying that sounds like Shakespeare might have written it, but no sources link it to him. He is credited with a literal ton of other English language idioms and phrases, though, like in a pickle, love is blind, and it's all Greek to me. Thanks, Will. We can also thank him for the plot of The Lion King, a great Disney movie loosely based on Hamlet. As for these other films, though, no plot credit goes to Shakespeare, but he does have characters named Iago and Ariel from Othello and The Tempest, respectively, which are main characters in Aladdin and The Little Mermaid. Mulan is your answer. It's the circle of trivia, and it moves us all. Yeah, till we find our place in the winner's circle. It's a circle, the circle of trivia. I don't know, something like that. Give me a break. It's Monday. I'm still warming up. I'll give you a break too, okay? The only thing that I'm not going to catch you some slack on is setting up your display profile all the way. Choosing a profile pic, posting. You need to do that to claim your winnings. Also, if you didn't hear, we are now doing a live pre-show at 7:30 p.m. Eastern every single weeknight before trivia. We will be giving away trivia answers, talking about display tips and updates, and introducing you to cool content and creators. So I hope to see you there tomorrow. Same location in the app. Click on that TV icon at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Love you. Mean it. Bye.